he is ready. Jonas Valanciunas is officially a Denver Nugget, and head coach David Adelman recently spoke out about how Jonas Valanciunas will fit as part of the Denver Nuggets team and what he really brings to the table for the Denver Nuggets going into next season. Amy Sutherland here for Nuggets Digest. Before we talk about all of these things, Jonas Valanciunas officially becoming a Denver Nugget and what it looks like in the Denver Nuggets future going forward, please hit the subscribe button and join our Nuggets Digest community. We appreciate every single subscription and are loving building this community. So hit the subscribe button and join the Nuggets Digest fam here that we have going on YouTube. So it was announced this week that Jonas Valanciunas was officially going to become a Denver Nugget for the next season. He will be under contract for $10.4 million in the 2025-2026 NBA season, and his contract for the 2026-2027 NBA season is not guaranteed. This was a fear that a lot of fans had, that Jonas Valanciunas was making a play to be paid and guaranteed his next year's salary. The Denver Nuggets said, no way, that is not going to happen, and so Jonas Valanciunas will not be guaranteed his $10 million salary for the 2026-2027 NBA season. For Panathinaikos to actually legitimately sign him, they would need a letter of clearance from the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets have declined to sign that letter of clearance. So Jonas Valanciunas, the trade between the Sacramento Kings and the Denver Nuggets went through and is official. Jonas Valanciunas is a Denver Nugget officially. Going through all of this and all of the drama that happened around Jonas Valanciunas has been tumultuous as a Nuggets fan, because I did a little thought experiment on comparing the most recent backup centers for Nikola Jokić. This is what I found. I compared DeAndre Jordan, Jonas Valanciunas, and Dario Saric. The last 3 years, these are DeAndre Jordan and Dario Saric have been in charge of being the backup center mostly. These are their career averages, not just the last few seasons. DeAndre Jordan has clearly played the most games. That's the first column, games played, minutes played. DeAndre Jordan and Jonas Valanciunas are averaging about the exact same amount of minutes. Jonas Valanciunas is averaging more points than both Dario Saric and DeAndre Jordan. He is averaging just a few points of a rebound less than Dario Saric in almost double the games played. As Dario Saric, he's averaging 0.4 assists. They are all averaging about the same. So, this being said, Dario Saric leaving the Denver Nuggets has not been a blow for fans, for the team. We're not concerned about Dario Saric leaving. Jonas Valanciunas coming in has a lot of potential, and that is what David Adelman spoke out about this last week. On a broadcast during one of the Summer League games, David Adelman got on and was able to speak a little bit about what he sees Jonas Valanciunas doing as a Denver Nugget. So this is how he started. David Adelman said this about Jonas Valanciunas. He said he's a bona fide big-time center over the last decade who you can put a bunch of different spots all over the floor. And when I say point center, I mean someone you can play through in the half court. I don't envision him getting a rebound and pushing the ball up the floor. So David Adelman had spoken out about Jonas Valanciunas being a point center and was clarifying that he means a person that can make smart choices in the half court, meaning that when the Denver Nuggets are running their offense, Jonas Valanciunas will be able to make a wise choice, will be able to make the right choice for the team. And this is backed up by not statistics, and David Adelman addresses that. So Jonas Valanciunas has not averaged more assists than either Dario Saric or DeAndre Jordan, but this is what David Adelman said. It's not the assist numbers that matter to me. It's his ability to start ball movement through the impact of who he is. So he's an enormous get. I'm super excited about getting him here, getting him acclimated. David Adelman sees Jonas Valanciunas as an opportunity to start an offense to be similar to what Nikola Jokić does. Nikola Jokić is the ultimate point center, in my opinion. He is the fulcrum of how the Denver Nuggets offense runs, and that is what David Adelman is envisioning for Jonas Valanciunas as well. Going back to these statistics, Jonas Valanciunas is for his career averaging 9.3 shots per game. DeAndre Jordan was averaging only 5.2, and Dario Saric 8.3. But of note, Jonas Valanciunas was shooting 56. He is shooting 56% on all of those shots taken. He's taken more shots and is shooting either higher in Dario Saric's case or lower on more attempts than DeAndre Jordan. He is an efficient post player. He is a player that you can trust. And clearly, David Adelman already has a lot of trust in Jonas Valanciunas' ability to create offense for the people around him. That leads to the question, who will be playing with Jonas Valanciunas? David Adelman was asked just that, and he said simply, it's going to be the guys who earn these spots that get to play with him. Thank you, David Adelman. He is not showing his cards at all. He is not about to expose what he is planning to do for the upcoming season. There are a lot of spots out there to be competed for. Deron Holmes could have a spot. Peyton Watson could have a spot. Julian Strawther could have a spot. Tim Hardaway Jr. is going to come in and compete for a spot. Bruce Brown is going to come in and compete for a spot. It is more than likely that Bruce Brown and Tim Hardaway Jr. are going to have a spot around Jonas Valanciunas. The other two spots on the bench, they're open. Is that going to be Peyton Watson? Is that going to be Julian Strawther? Is that going to be Jalen Pickett? Are they going to do a mix of the starters with the bench and find a new way? David Adelman says whoever earns the spot is going to play around Jonas Valanciunas. Thank you, David Adelman. Thanks for summing that up for us perfectly. That whoever they put around Jonas Valanciunas is going to work because of the mentality that Jonas Valanciunas has. Jonas Valanciunas is going to be a point center. He is going to find the open man. He is going to help the offense run smoothly, which has been a serious detriment for the Denver Nuggets. Whenever Jokić was on the bench, they are one of the worst teams in the league. In last season, when Jokić was out, the Denver Nuggets had a negative 9.8 net rating and only a 106 offensive rating. That negative 9.8 net rating would make them one of the worst teams in the NBA. Luckily, they have Nikola Jokić, who can make up a lot of that difference because they were not the second worst team in the NBA. But that negative 9.8 net rating shows that they need a player like Jonas Valanciunas to come off the bench and be the point center. It is official. Jonas Valanciunas is a Denver Nugget, and he is going to excel. He is going to excel as a Denver Nugget. The Nuggets are putting him in a perfect situation for him to be successful. I am glad that Jonas Valanciunas is going to be a Denver Nugget. I can see David Adelman's vision. David Adelman is ready for Jonas Valanciunas, and Jonas Valanciunas is ready to be a backup center to Nikola Jokić. Once again, hit the subscribe button and join our Nuggets Digest community so you can stay up to date on all of things Nuggets as soon as they happen, as soon as we can hop on. We're getting on and making these videos. And until next time, go Nuggets.